Would you like to have a tip on how to actually get seeds from your sales that you're making today and being able to sow them in a fertile ground in order to get more sales later on? And no, I'm not talking about taking care of your clients so you have repeat sales. That's a given. I'm talking about getting additional accounts. Here's one way you can do that. As you know, most software solutions, at least in my industry, need to be adapted to meet specific technical environments and technical stacks, right? So you have a team doing this either in pre-sales or post-sales. Now, say for example, you have a victory. So it's working and the customer is happy. So step number one, ask yourself, how can I make this maybe a little bit more generic, at the very least documented, maybe that there's a patch that you can make. So basically you're trying to make it easier for you to deploy that solution again into a similar environment in the future. So that's step number one. Step number two, on your way to the R&D office, because sure, they may want to reuse some of what you documented in the field, you make a stop by the marketing's office and you say, hey, here's an offer you can't refuse. Wouldn't you like to make a PR happen? Because I can help you make one. And in that PR, you're going to have either you're going to be talking or some of your executives are going to be talking, and you will be explaining that your product is supporting that type of environment. You don't have to explain who is the customer, because that becomes a lot more complicated. You just want to have the right keywords. Say for example that you're selling a test tool, then maybe that you want to list the compiler that was used or the debugger. So first of all, marketing is going to like you, which by itself is its own reward. But B, in a few months, people are looking, for example, in our test tool case, maybe that they are going to say, hey, I have the need for that type of test with that kind of compiler. Guess which tool is going to come at the top of their search? Maybe yours. Maybe because your competitors have not done that kind of work and now they are not being found, but you are, because of what you did many months ago. Does it work? Yeah, well, based on my experience, absolutely. It's all about getting the word out so people with that type of need will find you. And if you're lucky enough that none of your competitors is currently doing any of that kind of stuff, they're going to find you instead of them.